Today's a very busy day. I have classes from 7 a.m. all the way until 6:30 p.m. So, long day. Admittedly, I did sleep through the first two classes, so right now I'm going to by 11 a.m., but close enough, right? Woo-hoo. I got really skinny. We have a couple classes today. Here's this guy. He joined me. I bumped into him on the road. So we have a couple classes today. The first one at 11 is a TEDx presentation. One of the things we're doing here at Mind Valley U is they're actually teaching everyone who's like the college-aged group how to actually give a presentation in TEDx. And so by the end of this Mind Valley U semester, we're actually all going to have submitted TEDx presentations. It's going to be very exciting and very interesting. So maybe one day you'll see me or him on stage.
Yeah.
After that, we have a class on using storytelling to get customers. So it's sort of a marketing-based class to demonstrate the power of story when applied to your marketing techniques. And then last but not least, the final class of today is a class on cryptocurrency, which is really interesting because that's a brand new field that's really sort of just starting to erupt in the last 5 or 10 years. So we're gonna learn about cryptocurrency, primarily the main one, Bitcoin. So all in all, long day of classes, but it's going to be very, very interesting. What do you think?
I'm stoked. I'm ready to go.
Hello.
We gotta be in the right state, so let's change our state right now and let's focus on the topic. So guys, let's talk about confidence for a little bit. Now back in the day I had a misconception about confidence. I used to think that being confident is about always being tough, never showing your true emotions, always being that rock, that stone that is never affected by anything. So I tried to be the tough guy, right? So I'd walk through the world kind of like this, always being confident, looking confident. But did I feel confident inside? No, I felt very fragile. In fact, I had many insecurities. And back in the day, I used to be very shy. I'm an introvert by nature. Some of you can probably relate to that, right? How many of you are introverted here, by the way? All right. So I used to be afraid of people. I really had to summon a lot of courage and a lot of power to go out there and talk to other individuals. And now when I share this story with people, they're like, come on, are you kidding me? It's not possible. You are an extrovert. We have a friend, Elena, who always keeps joking, come on, you are not introverted. But it's true. I am. And I used to be extremely shy. I used to be so shy that sometimes it would take me a few hours of pumping myself up to go out there to people, right? It's crazy. But then at one point I learned that real confidence is not about just showing that you are a rock all the time, that you are unaffected by anything. Real confidence comes from that comfort you have in your own skin. So you become aware of your weaknesses, of your fears, and you're not afraid to share them with people. And paradoxically, when you share your weaknesses with people, when you become vulnerable, that's when you connect with them at a deeper level.
So for me, when I gave my first TED Talk, I talked about my mom who has schizophrenia, right? And this was so difficult for me to do because it was my first time sharing that. And I shared it in South Korea where perfection reigns. So I thought, man, am I gonna ruin my reputation? How's it gonna be? And then I remember, as soon as I walked off of the stage, people started to line up to meet me and they said, me too. Or thank you, and in their eyes was the me too. And so I know sometimes when you know that you have this story inside, that you have that feeling in your gut, like, I don't know if I'm prepared to share it, or I don't know if I know enough to share it. I don't know if I've gone through or grown through enough of it to share it or show it, but you are.
So I just got out of the TEDx practice thing, and apparently the person in charge of it heard my story, and it's really, really, really cool. So she wants to work with me personally on it. And by the end of, on Friday, she wants me to present it to the groups. We'll see what happens. So, there's one more class that I forgot to mention earlier, and that is a spreadsheet class with the with the 10X program. That's the fitness program I had that at 7 in the morning. That's always very, very, very rough. And so the spreadsheets, why would you have an entire class on spreadsheets? That's because our instructors are very number oriented. It's a very quantitative class. And so instead of every fitness program just, making you sweat and be tired as much as you can and then paying the guy $100,000, the goal of this program is to actually have measurable results. So we did these long fitness assessments. It took about very long. So we did these long fitness assessments. It took about 3 hours one day at the beginning of the program. Then we're gonna work out for 4 weeks. We're currently 2.5 weeks in. And then at the end of it, we're going to re-measure ourselves. So you'll actually be able to measure, oh, I gained 2 centimeters on my bicep. I gained 3 centimeters on my thigh. And as he said, everything's gonna grow. And so you're actually gonna have this quantitative analysis to see, you know, how impressive the new program is. And with luck, they're gonna try and turn this into an actual Mind Valley course. And hopefully by 2018, maybe 2019, it's gonna be a course that anyone else can join.
Alumni.
On our way back to the hub right now. I just got out of a spreadsheet class with 10x Your Fitness. Now, an interesting thing is that I got interviewed for that because I'm such a naturally skinny person. It gave me a huge advantage, so the muscles on me are growing faster and they're more visual. And so in my case, it's actually quite interesting. And so they interviewed me, and they're gonna use me as one of those like stories that describe the program.
Anything that you want in life usually stands on the other side of you communicating what you want with someone else. And so by using storytelling, you're going to see how this can actually vastly impact everything you want to attract into your life, because you're going to need to communicate.
Welcome.
Up next is the Bitcoin class. It's been a busy day, but we're learning a lot. It's snack time.
I've been a member of this community for probably a solid 4 years, so I've met a lot of you individually. But I'll give you a little bit of background on me before we get started.
Do you ever have one of those days that just gets busier and busier? So first I went to the TEDx training, and I want you to present on Friday. Okay. Then I went to my 10x program. Apparently me being super skinny means my muscles appear a lot more distinctly as I work out, and so I got interviewed on camera for that. Then the day continues on, and I end up sitting next to Jason Campbell, one of the guys who's in charge of, you know, Mind Valley and running the program and a lot of the important stuff. And I passed a few ideas to him that I had during that lecture, and lo and behold, now we're getting dinner with him.
Listen, you're gonna do everybody stand up, clear the room. This is gonna be a standing workshop. And then I'll walk between everyone and I'll get you guys through a lot of stuff.